Welcome back to KFX, your go-to channel for forex content here on YouTube. Right. So I hope you guys are doing well. Yeah. So what I have for you guys today is Gbpjpy. I have not analyzed this pair ever, so let's get straight into it. So yeah, as we all should know by now, is that we have to mark out our key zones of support and resistance, right? So let me start by doing so. Wait, first of all, we start with our directional time frames, right? So whenever we're trading, we look to find our direction. We look to find our direction, which is our buyers in the market. It's always better to trade without buyers. I mean, that's the only way you should trade. You shouldn't trade without a bias, without knowing what's going to happen, or without having like a thought out plan as to how you're going to attack the market based on common logic, based on logic. So So our buyers, we identify that on our monthly, our weekly, and our daily time frames, right? So where would our support level be here? Where would we have our support? Let me give it like 5 seconds. Just guess. Let me just do this. Yeah, this looks like a really good support level. So let's mark out this zone here. Since we want to like get like a you know an idea of where price is coming from and where it's headed to, right? So we can see that price came from all the way down here, this support level. Price, as we can see, got here once, rejected, got here a couple of times before, rejected. Tried going lower, failed to close lower than this week, right? Creating these impulses to the upside. So we can clearly see that this is a really strong support level. So we are in an uptrend. That's the first thing we can identify on our month. It's an uptrend. So we're expecting higher highs and higher lows, right? So let's drop down to our weekly and get a better idea of what is going on. All right. Okay. So what can we see here on the week? So since we know that in an uptrend, it's just higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, high highs, and so on and so forth. So let me mark it out for you right on the chart. So the highest point, the higher low, make a higher high, make a higher low. We make a higher high, we make a higher low, we make a higher high, we make a higher low. So we are currently in this, in this situation here, whereas price is in between this high and this low. Yet we are expecting it to continue the uptrend, right? Since that's what's been happening, since that's what it's been showing us, right? Yo, my events. I'm going to switch off my events. Yo, what's going on? But anyway, let me not focus on that for now. So we know we are clearly in between this high and this low, right? Let me do this to make it more clear. So let me mark out this high and let me mark out this week. This week it's concerning. Our price has been rejecting here. This week can account for all of this. Price can come back here and it still won't count as a close below the low because the low is here, right? But it's cleaner if we do this, we get the candle closes. So if price were to come close lower than this one, I would still adjust my zone accordingly until it has to break this low. So then, um, So our support is our resistance. You can clearly see the price is stuck in between this range. It's moving sideways. So yeah, the smart move here would be to wait for a break above either this resistance or this support. So clear consolidation. Okay, sorry about that. I had to pause the video here to do something, but yeah, let's get back on track. So here on the weekly, we are consolidating, but nonetheless, nonetheless, we are still, this is a higher low. This is a higher high. So we need to see the market come break this high. Since we know that on the monthly, our direction is a buy, we are in an uptrend. So we need to see price come break this high. If it starts breaking lows, like it's making equal lows here, which that is a sign of a reversal. It's a sign of the market, losing strength, losing its bullish momentum, right? But yeah, we don't predict the market. We just react. We react on time. So price just came from this support. It came here once, made this higher low, came back again, made equal lows, went higher, failing to break this low. And then there's something causing price to stop here every time there's a rejection. I think if you had to draw a zone, it would make more sense here. But let's not do that for now because I don't want to get too complicated. I don't want to complicate things. Price came back again to the same zone. Third touch. This is our third touch and straight impulse, straight impulse. So this is on a weekly. So for weeks it's been buying like this, right? So we are in the same direction as the monthly currently. So let's drop down to the daily and try and understand further. We need to be seeing the creation of higher highs and higher lows, right? Good, 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 good. All right. So here on the daily, oh, bro, it's quite tough. This is quite a tough situation. If we had to draw a where price, we can see the price is consolidating, right? And we can see where it is rejecting. So wherever price rejects, we need to mark out that zone because it's very important. So price is waiting to break above this zone here on the weekly because price got here, gave us a rejection. We couldn't predict that. So price came again and rejected, confirming this as a resistance zone. Price got back here again, gave us a bearish candle on the weekly. So and we are still here again. And keeping in mind that on the higher time frame, which is the monthly, we are expecting to see higher highs and the continuation of higher highs and higher lows. So if that had to continue, if that's what that's if that's the bias we confirm, so this should happen. We should see a break of this high, of this resistance level. So something like this, a break above. A break above will make sense because it will be continuing our bias, our uptrend, right? So we need to wait for a break above that level. So let's drop down on the daily and see what the market looks like on the daily and how we can attack it. Yeah, we can see that price is clearly wanting to go up. So if price had to close above here, above the zone, that would be a clear indication of the market, wanting to buy, and we should be preparing to get, inside our trades. But the main goal here is a break above this level. It's a break above this level. If it was to happen and it breaks above that, then for sure, um, this trade would be very clear to take because it will be breaking a previous high, which was made on the monthly time frame. Break above that when you retest, we simply enter. Simply enter on the retest. We enter, put stop loss below structure, accordingly, and we go for our 1:3 risk to reward. This is on the daily time frame, by the way. So let me remove this one. So this is what I would want. This is a long-term trade. Yeah, I've been posting a lot of swing trades recently. It's like since ever since I've been posting swing trades. Yeah, let me know if I should be posting like day trades, scalps, stuff like that. But anyway, if Gbpjpy, yeah, I mean, if it had to stay bullish, this is what I'd be expecting to happen. This is what I would wait for to happen, and that'll be where I would take my entry. So yeah, Gbpjpy has been bullish for a long while, for months. So yeah, let me drop down on the 4 hour out of curiosity. Let's drop down on the 4 hour and check this zone here, our resistance level. Yeah, we just got a big push to the same zone, and then now we are consolidating again. Yeah, it's not too clear as what price is doing right now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stay on the daily with this one. So I'd wait for a break above this zone also. If like this zone had to get broken above and retested, it only makes sense for price to reach this zone here, this level. And then if price had to break the zone also, then that's a definite, definite confirmation of the buy. So thank you guys for watching. It's been your boy KFX. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and yeah, stay tuned for more videos.